I do want to say, so I don't know if you know about, I think they're called micro fashions. No, that's not right.
Microfashion sounds like clothing for mice or something.
They're like micro trends. Yeah. No.
Is this
like
when
you go on Tumblr?
Some Zoomer shit.
Niche. Short life cycles. Does that sound right? Say that one more time.
Niche, ultra fast consumer trends with short life cycles.
Niche, ultra fast consumer trends with short life sentences.
I hate all of those words in any order. But
so what I think is so great is
the worst refrigerator foam.
Max handed me this piece of paper that said create a trend.
Oh no.
And they say pick one from each row.
Why would you do this, Max?
One of the examples that was given from Will Lamborn, who's here in the audience, was Cyber Amish, which I want to attempt to wear a Cyber Amish outfit.
I have some thoughts on how to do that.
Me too. I'm going to pick out a trend here. I'm going to name a trend. So I'm going to go with, because of all the Artemis of it all, and the moon is like really popular right now, I'm going to go with my first word, lunar. Okay? I'm going to go with, and then my second word, ooh.
Go for it.
See, there's like a couple here. There's like...
Go for it.
Lunar punk, lunar ocean, lunar industrial.
Okay, so what is,
I feel like that would be a cool outfit.
What is that in your head?
Okay, I see like...
Describe. I love this game. I can't believe I've never done this.
I know, this is actually really fun.
This is a great way to like build an outfit.
I feel like lunar industrial would be like an old spacesuit, but like an older one, not a newer astronaut suit, like one of the older flight suits. And like gray tones. Definitely grays, blacks, whites, different grays. I'm going to say like what makes it industrial?
I would almost say like almost no black, almost no white, just sticking in the
gray tones.
Those gray tones would be a lot of fun. Like a little.
Yes, I think you're right.
But yeah,
I think we get rid of the black and white. We stick with the gray
moon
tones.
workwear, you know?
Moon workwear.
Yeah,
I love that. Moon workwear, like you wear like a thick boot. Maybe you're like a little dirty. Maybe you have like a little like gray tone contouring. You know, like.
It'd be good for a trench. I can see it. Yeah, no. I can see it working.
Okay, you
look a little bit like an old cartoon. Just a hair.
Yeah. Just like I just got out of the lava mines on the moon.
The lava mines are a thing now. Thank you for they could be.
Yes, lava tubes.
The lava tubes.
That's where we'll be living.
In my head, I see like a passable, like not a main character in the old Little Nemo and Slumberland cartoons of just like. Oh yeah, I'm just a guy working on the moon.
And maybe like holding like a little chimney sweeper, like the little like those little things. It's almost like a brush cleaner, but it's like a bottle scrubber.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too much.
Well, no, I mean like well now you take that and you tone it down.
Yeah, I'm like I didn't get a response.
Well, now you take the whole thing and then you.
We're gonna take that part out.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Wait, you pick one now.
Okay, I'm gonna do this in the most ridiculous
I want to keep.
way
This
possible.
is actually really fun.
I don't have my glasses anymore.
Oh shit! Wait, why am I giving you mine?
I'll take yours. That's fine. I don't need them.
But you can pick any word. So like Tumblr ones, like one that was really popular in like 2011 was Sea Punk. It was like a dream that a guy had. Yeah, like the ocean.
That's
and so
very
people
cool.
built. It was like an online aesthetic that people built. That was like basically all like aquatic stuff, but also like early rave culture and stuff.
Cool.
There was a backlash to steampunk briefly that was chrome punk. I remember, and then
that's cool.
And then I was in Colorado at the time, so there was always these abandoned mines everywhere, like a minecart, like because it's what Colorado was for at the beginning.
Sure.
And so we started like having our own rebellion against diesel punk, which we call it. What was it? It was it's gonna kill me now. Oh man, it wasn't grease punk. It had a great name, but yeah, we had our own like mine, like a whole dirty with a heavy denim, but like not blue denim, just like the brown denims and corduroy and God, what was it? It'll come to me, but let's see. I'm gonna do it randomly.
Okay.
Toxic.
Oh, toxic.
I'm reeling that. I hit 2 of them, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go toxic retro.
That's cool.
Or I suppose I'll call it retro toxic.
Okay, so what would that look like?
Retro toxic. What I would do. I would do vintage cuts, 1920s, 1930s.
Okay.
Except in neon color, in 80s neon colors and prints.
Ooh, love this.
A little asymmetry. Well, no, you can't do asymmetry with that, but like definitely. I mean, not quite Dick Tracy villain.
Okay.
But a little more subdued in the cuts, and like in just some nice 20s to 40s fashion wear, but really enjoy colors that could not exist at the time. Especially those greens, yellows.
Oh yes, those neon colors.
Yeah, like someone was trying to make a vintage style, or like an old, what do they call the TV shows where they're like not quite Downton Abbey, but like the old historical shows where people in fancy dress are trying to fancy costume.
Regency.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, Regency, but fancy costume kind of vibe of like old time costumes, except just like trauma films level colors.
Oh,
just
love.
Unviewable. There's a color of pink that cannot be really photographed well, like that badly, where it's hard to look at.
Yeah, where you're like, ugh.
Yeah, like hurts. It's burning the retinas out. I love the notion of that. So
I feel like that's that. I love that. I feel like I would want to do like how I would.
This feels like a good dare. I want to make like a little spinning.
I love this and be like, make that as an outfit.
Yeah. Oh man, like having a little spinner on a pin that has these two, so that you can actually show people what you were going for.
Yeah, to be like, this was my
attempt
outfit
at like
for the day.
at retrocore or some such.
So for me, toxic retro or retro toxic, I would go with like. I would go 40s, 50s cut because I'm thinking in the vein of like the bomb shelter, not bomb shelter, the the fake towns that they would
Fallout,
make.
Yeah,
the Fallout.
The Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like in that type of retro, but like you've also been part of the Fallout. So like maybe some parts are like your makeup is like a little weird and you're but I do like the neon.
Yeah, well, like the fun thing about that is it was right before those colors started to be available. Yeah. So it was just like it was the end of that classical like color palette.
And I feel like you could almost do it with like 40s, 50s because I feel like 80s cuts took a lot from 40s shoulder pads.
Yeah, because you had the big angles and asymmetry. Yeah. I love asymmetry, and that kind of took over.
This is a really fun game.
This is my new favorite game.
Like I feel like we need to put this up somewhere, like put all the words together and then be like,
I need a little
show us your fits. Show us your fits and put them on.
Yes. I'm super excited about this. Is
do one more.
Okay, hold on. Oh man.
Wait, you pick a first word and I'll pick a second word.
I was going to go random. I can go. Okay.
Oh, okay. Do whatever you want.
You pick a first word, I'll pick a second.
Okay. Oh, that's pick.
Okay, I got mine.
Let me. Okay, wait. No, you know what? I'm going to look.
Yeah, I got mine. Yeah, you don't have to because it's going to be random anyway.
Okay.
There was a word I do not understand how I'm going to use it. I don't know how someone chose this because.
Okay, I'm leaning between. Let me tell you the two I'm leaning between because then maybe that'll change. Okay, pastel and glitch.
Pastel because it's going to be so weird.
Okay, tell me.
Pastel Void.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh.
So does that mean the pastel's gone?
No, I mean because
it's in
the
a
pastel
void.
has to be there because pastels in the it's not like
it's in the void. It's only pastel in the void.
Yeah, well, I mean like it's not a void of pastel. It's a pastel void.
It's a pastel void.
Yeah, because if it was a void of pastel, then it'd just be a void of it could just be everything but.
Everything but. I love it.
Wow. Okay. Oh wow.
I love this game.